Greetings to you all! Tony, it's time for some new experiments. Today, we are going to check some interesting life hacks. We know that there are many similar videos online, but I'm going to show some hacks that not you nor our viewers have ever seen. Let's begin. So, Tony, you use your computer all day and are constantly putting files on your USB stick. But aren't you afraid of viruses? Luckily for you, there's an easy way to know if your USB flash drive has some kind of malware. Here's what you have to do. Open the USB's folder and create a new TXT file. Now we rename it like this. As you see, you also have to change the file extension. If you don't see one, then you have to open the View tab in Folder Options and disable the Hide Extensions for Known File Types checkbox. Moving on, now you have to find a nice icon and place it in your USB memory. It can be any image with a resolution of 64 by 64 pixels. Now we open our file and write the following text. And this line should be the name of our image. That's all. Now remove the USB stick and put it back in. Now, in the My Computer folder, instead of your usual icon, you'll see this image. But if the USB memory has a virus, then it will overwrite our file and the icon will go missing. Now you know that you're infected. The next life hack is perfect for movie lovers like you, Tony. We are gonna build our own movie theater. We need an old shoebox like this. In the back of the box, we cut out a circle and place a magnifying glass. On the inside, we make some cuts to place our smartphone. Voila! Now you can play a film. Place your device in the right place, regulating the distance from the magnifier, so the image will be crystal clear and you can enjoy your film. So, Tony, I think it's time to rest. Let's take a nature trip. Without all these gadgets and devices, we are gonna fish and enjoy the fresh air. Oh, I almost forgot. I know a great life hack for fishing. If you don't want to end up without a catch, we need some baiting. So, here's a secret. In the middle of the baiting, you have to place an effervescent tablet, like a vitamin or something. So when the water gets to the effervescent tablet, it will start to react and the baiting will spread really quickly. On top of that, the water will be sweeter and some fish love that. I can assure you that it works, Tony. If you have a headache, but you don't have any medicine around, you can use some ice and some hot water. Put your feet in a basin with hot water and apply the ice to your head. The difference in temperature will regulate your body pressure and your headache will go away. If you have a stuffy nose, press your tongue against your palate while applying pressure with your finger right between your eyebrows. Do this several times and you will feel that you can breathe better. If you have a sore throat, then eat a marshmallow or a gummy candy. The soreness will go away and it will be easier to swallow. And if you have a rasped throat, then massage your ears for a while. The nerve endings in your lobes will ease the feeling in your throat. So, Tony, are you feeling tired after all these experiments? Don't worry. If you want to forget about tiredness and swelling in your feet, massage yourself with a bottle of icy water. Place it under your feet and roll it forwards and backwards. You will feel a lot better. But hey, maybe the problem is the footwear you are using. If your shoes are uncomfortable and causing blisters on your heels, here's a life hack to end the problem. Wrap a towel soaked in vinegar around the shoes and leave it for the night. You will notice the difference the next morning. Ouch! A splinter in your finger? I got a life hack for that too. Apply some water with soda to the place where the splinter is located. You can also glue some Band-Aid on top of it. After a while, it'll be a lot easier to remove the splinter. Tony, did you hear what I said? Tony? Oh, I see. Looks like our friend has forgotten about cleaning his ears. He has earwax blockage and can't listen properly. But this problem can be easily solved with the help of special ear candles. These are small candles that can be used to remove the wax from your ears, never revealing that you have a full pack of gum. If you do, you will have to share it with your classmates right away. But you don't want everyone to think you're greedy, so always keep a pack with 1 or 2 pieces of gum with you. Take one for you, give one to your best mate, and the rest of the class will have to accept you don't have any more gum. Now, let's talk about studying. Before you start writing notes in your new notebook, leave a couple of blank pages at the beginning. Later, you can make a small table of contents there, which will help you prepare for your exams faster. By the way, the last pages are also very important. After each lesson, write out new formulas and rules there, if there are any. Later, when preparing for the test, you can quickly find them. Oh, Tony, why did you crumple that sheet? It's actually your working contract. According to it, you will appear on our videos for another 20 years, making our subscribers happy. But don't worry, there's a way to straighten out an important document. Just put it in the printer and print a blank document. It won't print anything, but it will run the sheet through itself, smoothing it out. Wow, what a complicated formula! That's easy, Tony. Just take your smartphone and download PhotoMath. Now point the camera at the math problem and you'll get the solution. But friends, be careful with these apps. Use them to better understand how to solve a math problem, not to cheat without even trying to think on your own. Otherwise, you'll just forget how to learn new things and won't be able to solve anything at the exam. And finally, today's last life hack. You got an F in a test? Oh, no problem. Just take a nail polish remover, soak a cotton swab in it, apply it to your F and wait for a few minutes. Then turn the swab and use the dry end to gently wipe off the bad grade. Just try not to get too excited or you will make a hole in the sheet. You should probably practice first. Let's begin with a tip for game lovers. This trick will help you set cooler records. So, if you like to play offline games, then change the date on your phone to several years later. Open your game and you'll have a lot of resources that have piled up over the years. Then, you can change the date back and, supposedly, your rewards will still be there. Give it a try and tell us in the comments if it worked. Now a trick to clean your screen and make it seem like new. To get rid of all the fingerprints on your screen, clean it with a cotton swab soaked in hydrogen peroxide. This will get rid of fingerprints and other stains, and it will protect your phone from getting dirty for some time. If you need to get rid of a scratch, you can use toothpaste. Again, spread a small amount of toothpaste on the screen and then use a wet cloth to remove it. You can also clean your screen using shaving cream to make it more reflecting. This way, you can use it as a mirror. But don't forget to be careful while cleaning your phone and don't let any moisture get under the buttons, inside the speaker, or inside your phone. Now another important and useful life hack. Every day, many people lose their phones and can only hope they will somehow come back or be returned. At the same time, we all protect our phones with different passwords to keep our information safe. Now, imagine that Tony finds a phone and wants to return it to its rightful owner, but he doesn't know how. Here's an idea. Put the number of your mother, your father, or someone you trust as your iPhone wallpaper with a caption asking to call them and return the phone in case it has been lost. There are many good people ready to do the right thing, but they don't always know how. So, help them, believe in them, and everything will be all right. Finally, let's make a stand for your phone using a bottle with water and a rubber band. This is a very easy but very useful DIY project. Fasten your phone like this and your homemade stand is ready. You can take a selfie or record an awesome video. Tony and I noticed that summer is coming to an end and we haven't shared any summer life hacks with you. But as they say, better late than never. First, some cold water. If you are going for a long hike, the night before you can pour 1/3 of water in a bottle and put it in the freezer for the night. By morning, the water will have turned into ice. Now fill the rest of the bottle with water and take it with you. The ice will melt slowly, so you will have cold water throughout the day. Instead of water, you can use any kind of beverage. But remember that water is the best option for when you are thirsty. Now, sometimes we buy ice cream and want to eat it at home, but when we get there, it is already melted. Here's the trick to avoid that. Take the ice cream, place it inside a bag with no holes and wrap it tight, but leaving lots of air inside. Now take another bag and do the same thing. Now you have your own portable thermos. It will help your ice cream last a little longer than usual. By the way, here's another useful life hack. Let's say that you bought a bottle of some drink, which was on the shelf and not in the fridge. but now you're home and you want a cold drink. So take a paper towel or a thin cloth, wet it with water, and wrap it around the bottle. Now place it in the freezer. You won't believe it, but in just 5 to 10 minutes, the beverage inside the bottle will be cold. In the summer, we all love barbecues with friends and family, right, Tony? The problem is, no one wants to clean the grill. But here's a life hack for such situations. Simply wrap the grill with a newspaper, wet it with water, and leave it for the night. In the morning, simply remove the newspaper and rinse the grill. So, what else could I tell you? Right! If you are stung by a mosquito and you don't have any balm or lotion around, then simply heat a spoon and place it right on the bite. The pain and itchiness will go away. By the way, you could also treat it with baking soda, vinegar, or toothpaste. What should you do if you fall through ice? How can you survive if you are in a falling elevator or a drowning car? Today, Tony and I are gonna give you some tips that could potentially save your life. Pay attention and try to remember it all. So, you somehow ended up in ice water. As in all emergency situations, you shouldn't panic. In approximately 10 minutes, your muscles will become numb, and after 1 hour, you'll pass out, so you have to act fast. First, hold your breath. Get out to the surface and look for the shore. The ice will be thicker there. Now, place both hands on the ice and use your legs to put yourself in a horizontal position. Now slowly climb onto the ice. You have to start crawling to the shore, but you shouldn't get up, because when you lie on the ice, there are less chances it will crack again. Once on the shore, go to a warm place, change your clothes, and drink some hot tea. But if you feel too bad, don't wait and call an ambulance. Moving on, now you're in a drowning car. First, you should undo your safety belt and open or break the window. If you manage to do it, get out of the car as soon as possible. If you didn't manage to escape through the window, you'll have to wait until the car gets filled with water. Only then, the pressure outside and inside will be the same and you'll be able to open the door. This could be risky because the car could end up all the way on the bottom. But remember that the air bubbles will show you the way to the surface. Moving on, you're now in an elevator and you feel that it's falling down. What should you do? Many people believe that you should jump right before the lift hits the ground. Nevertheless, that's not an easy task because it's almost impossible to guess when it's gonna happen. So, physics have another solution for you. You should lay down on your back and try to expand the impact area. The impact force will spread across the surface and you'll have more chances of surviving. But remember to place one hand under your head to protect it from the impact, and another hand on your face to block any debris. But to be honest, Tony and I don't really believe in this theory. We believe that it won't help you survive in a falling elevator. Let's check some of the coolest life hacks on TikTok. Time to begin. For example, there's a very popular life hack with an orange. Some TikTokers say that if you cut off the top, squeeze the fruit hard, and insert a straw, you can enjoy some fresh juice. Right. Maybe in the world of pink unicorns. First of all, for the juice to reach your mouth, it has to completely fill the straw, but there's too little juice there from just the squeeze. Also, there's a lot of pulp in the orange, which will instantly clog the straw and you won't be able to drink anything. And if you try to inhale too hard, there is a chance that the pulp will go straight to your airways, to the trachea, for example, and this can lead to a blockage. And then, without help, you'll die of suffocation. So friends, don't repeat this silly little trick. Why don't you simply squeeze an orange into a glass and drink it peacefully? As they say, it is easy peasy orange squeezy. Fortunately, the following life hack does work and will come in handy for people who love kiwi fruit. Peeling this fruit can be quite problematic, but there is an ingenious solution. You can cut it in half, take a spoon, and either eat it straight away or gently slide the spoon between the pulp and the peel to get rid of the hairy bits. That's it. You can now enjoy a delicious kiwi. It really works. We have tested it many times. The next life hack will be useful for girls, although guys can experiment too. Why not? Here's a perfect way to have rainbow hair. It's simple. You need special dyes of different colors, but please don't take paint from your garage because you won't be able to wash it off later. You need a special dye that's easy to apply and easy to wash off. So basically, you need to smear different colors on an ordinary comb in any order. Then you just run it through your hair and voila, your rainbow mane is ready. Oh, I remembered another very cool life hack. It allows you to turn on the keyboard backlight on absolutely any laptop. We checked it out and we want to share what we have found with you. In fact, the combination shown in the videos works, but only if the keyboard has this feature built in. So, the backlight turns on and pleases the user. But how do you turn on something that isn't there? Unfortunately, this life hack will not work if your keyboard has no LEDs and it doesn't have a backlight function. Sorry about that. The next life hack is an effective way to light a candle in a glass. This is really hard to do with an ordinary lighter because the flame will burn your fingers. You need a special long lighter, but if you don't have one and you have spaghetti, you can just take one noodle and light it at one end. Pasta burns pretty well, as it turns out. Now you can safely and painlessly light the candle. Tony, do you like tea? Then this life hack is perfect for you. Experts say that leaf tea is much healthier and tastier than bag tea, but you need a special teapot to brew it. Of course, you can do it in a mug, but then you will have tea leaves stuck in your teeth. If you don't have a teapot and don't want to eat tea leaves, but you have foil and a toothpick, then there is a brilliant solution. Take a small piece of foil and put some tea on it. Now gently twist it to make something like bindle. Now all you have to do is make a dozen small holes with a toothpick and dip the construction into a cup with boiling water. Voila! The tea is ready and there are no floating and annoying leaves. By the way, friends, we have some information about tea bags. There is no real proof that it's worse than leaf tea. It's exactly the same. It's the same tea put in a special bag and shredded beforehand, so it brews faster. If someone tells you that you should only drink loose tea, you can laugh in their face. Or better yet, just say nothing. You know the truth and don't buy all this nonsense. And it is a pointless waste of time to prove something to a person if they think they're right, like a Karen. If you want to quench your thirst with a cold drink but you have no ice left, no problem. Grab some frozen veggies from the freezer and place them in your glass. Your drink will be cold and it will have a very peculiar taste. If you don't have time for anything in the morning and you are constantly late for school, here is a trick that can save you some time. You can combine brushing your teeth and breakfast by spreading toothpaste on bread. By the way, here's another trick to save a lot of time in the morning. Often, when you take your shirt out of the closet, it's all wrinkled. You have to waste your time ironing it. But there is a solution. You just have to get fat. Any wrinkled shirt will stretch properly on a fat body, and nobody will see the difference. Brilliant, isn't it? Okay, you are finally at school. The class is about to start, but you're so sleepy you can hardly stay awake. Why can't the teacher be a little nicer to those who spend all night playing the new video game that was just released? Relax, you just need to print out the images of two eyes on a color printer. Cut them out and take them with you. Now stick them on your eyelids and sleep all you want. Everyone will think that you are listening carefully to what the teacher tells you. Just try not to give yourself away or you could be punished immediately. Now a tip to keep your sandwich warm until you are ready to eat it. Just put it on your laptop's AC adapter and you don't need a microwave. And if you have a desktop computer, you can place the sandwich inside, somewhere close to the radiators. And now a tip for home safety. If you don't have any fire alarms, take a sealed pack of microwavable popcorn and hang it on the wall. Now, if there is a fire, the kernels inside the pack will heat up, start to burst and pop loudly. That sound will surely wake up everyone in the house. Here's a classic life hack for those who don't have wireless headphones but wish they did. Just take your headphones and cut the wires with a pair of scissors. Voila! Now you have a pair of cool wireless headphones. Now no new fancy tracks will distract you from listening to your personal music inside your head. Speaking of technology, not everybody has smartphones with huge screens to comfortably watch their favorite show. However, you shouldn't get upset. Just take your phone and dip it into a glass of water. Thanks to the optical features of water and the glass itself, the screen of your smartphone will increase several times, and you will be able to see every wrinkle on the face of your favorite character. And now a tip for those who sometimes feel lonely. Take a rubber glove, fill it with warm water, and tie it. Now put a good romantic movie and take the glove in your hand. Now you will feel like you're holding hands with your significant other while watching a movie. By the way, there is an awesome tip that will allow you to attract the attention of a really cool girl. Let's say that you really like her, but she never notices you. It's simple. You need to borrow a fairly large amount of money from her and not give it back for a long time. I assure you, from now on, she will think about you all day long. She'll call and come to your house. All that remains is to enjoy her attention. By the way, this method can also be used by girls who want to be noticed by the cutest guy in the neighborhood. And here's another tip to get the attention of another person. It goes like this. You need to put a few drops of lemon juice in your eyes, and then your gaze will be more expressive and seductive. Whoa, hold on. Tony, we won't try this life hack, and you guys shouldn't try it. Lemon juice is pure acid. Once in contact with your eyes, it instantly burns the eye mucosa. Not only is it very painful, but it's also dangerous. No, there may be some people who might be interested in blood red and weeping eyes, but we don't really know any. What other ridiculous life hacks do you know? The best and funniest will make it into the next video. Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell to get notifications when new episodes of Super Tony come out. Bye-bye!